Namaskara. This is the next drumbeat video on the modals summary. If you had seen my modal summary table, this is the Lebeku that comes next. So I'm just following the same summary table one by one in order, and I'm giving the drumbeat. This is Lebeku. Okay, so I'll explain Lebeku what it is, and then I'll do the drumbeat. Okay, basically Lebeku is the same as Beku, just that it is with more emphasis. I have to. I must, I should, this is I have to. So it is like way more emphasis on the obligation that you have to do. Okay, so that's your lebeku. So lebeku comes after the main verb, just like beku. Example, ನಾನು ಆ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕು. ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕು. It means you are saying it with more conviction, right? That's what this ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕು. So ಮಾಡು becomes ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕು. The same form is used for all three persons: first person, second person, third person, both numbers, singular, plural, and also the genders, which is masculine, feminine, neutral genders. It's the same. There is no changes like tenses. It communicates a strong intent, like what I said, a conviction to do something, right? That's where you use this ಲೇಬೇಕು. So I'll start the drum beat. ಮಾಡು, ನಾನು ಅಡುಗೆ ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕು. I have to do cooking. ನೋಡು, ನಾನು ಅಧಿಕಾರಿಯನ್ನ ನೋಡಲೇಬೇಕು. I have to see the officer. ಹೇಳು, ನಾನು ಒಂದು ವಿಷಯ ಹೇಳಲೇಬೇಕು. I have to tell one thing. ಕೇಳು, ನಾನು ಒಂದು ದಿನ ಬಿಡುಪು ಕೇಳಲೇಬೇಕು. I have to ask one day leave. Kelu also has another meaning, which is to listen or hear. ನಾನು ಸಂಗೀತ ಕೇಳಲೇಬೇಕು. I have to listen to music. ನಡೆ becomes ನಡಿ in spoken Kannada. So ನಾನು 10 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ ನಡೆಯಲೇಬೇಕು. So here it is highlighted in green because if it's a non-u ending verb, you have to add the ya. ನಡೆಯಲೇಬೇಕು. I have to walk 10 kilometers. ಕರೆ becomes ಕರಿ. ನಾನು ತಂದೆಯನ್ನ ಕರೆಯಲೇಬೇಕು. I have to call my father. ಕುಡಿ, ನಾನು ನೀರು ಕುಡಿಯಲೇಬೇಕು. I have to drink water. ಹಿಡಿ, ನಾನು ಬಸ್ ಹಿಡಿಯಲೇಬೇಕು. I have to catch a bus. ಹಿಡಿ has got two meanings. One is to catch, another one is to hold. ನಾನು ಛತ್ರಿ ಹಿಡಿಯಲೇಬೇಕು. I have to hold an umbrella. Ka is the root verb, becomes ಕಾಯು, both in spoken and written Kannada. ನಾನು ತುಂಬಾ ಹೊತ್ತು ಕಾಯಲೇಬೇಕು. I have to wait for a long time. Kayu has got three meanings. One is to wait, one is to protect. Um, what you call you to protect. Third is to wait on somebody. For example, somebody is inside the room and you are waiting out. You are outside protecting the person. So it's also kayu. Okay. Sa becomes sayu. ನಾನು ಸಂತೋಷವಾಗಿ ಸಾಯಲೇಬೇಕು. I have to die happily. Next, ಇರು. ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಲೇಬೇಕು. I have to be here itself. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಲೇಬೇಕು. I have to be here itself. So, ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಇರಬೇಕು was the previous thing when we did just the beku. Here, irale is already an emphasis. So you cannot go and put one more emphasis in the illi and make it ille. So nanu ille irale beku. You can say it, just that it sounds a bit weird. Okay, so you just need one emphasis is good enough. So nanu illi irale beku. I have to be here itself. Kali, nanu kannada kaliyale beku. I have to learn kannada. Agu, ನಾನು ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞ ಆಗಲೇಬೇಕು. ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಬಿಕಮ್ ಅನ್ ಎಂಜಿನಿಯರ್. ಹೋಗು, ನಾನು ಬೆಳಗಾವಿ ಹೋಗಲೇಬೇಕು. ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಗೋ ಟು ಬೆಳಗಾವಿ. ಬರು, ನಾನು ಬೇಗನೆ ಬರಲೇಬೇಕು. ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಕಮ್ ಅರ್ಲಿ. ತಿನ್ನು, ನಾನು ತಿಂಡಿ ತಿನ್ನಲೇಬೇಕು. ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಈಟ್ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ಫಾಸ್ಟ್. ಸಿಗು, ನಾನು ಅವನಿಗೆ ಸಿಗಲೇಬೇಕು. ಐ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಆರ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಮೀಟ್ ಹಿಮ್. ಕೊಡು, ನಾನು ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಡಲೇಬೇಕು. ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಗಿವ್ ಮನಿ. ನಗು, ನಾನು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ನಗಲೇಬೇಕು. ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಲಾಫ್ ಹಾರ್ಟಿಲಿ. ಅಳು, ನಾನು ಮನಸ್ಸು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅಳಲೇಬೇಕು. ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಕ್ರೈ ಮೈ ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ಔಟ್. ಮನಸ್ಸು ಬಿಟ್ಟು is a literal form. It's like as if you are leaving your mind, leaving your heart. It means heart out, right? Figuratively, it means with full freedom. You want to cry. ಅನ್ನು, ನಾನು ಏನೋ ಅನ್ನಲೇಬೇಕು. ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಸೇ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್. ಅಂದುಕೊಳ್ಳು, ನಾನು ಏನಾದರೂ ಅಂದುಕೊಳ್ಳಲೇಬೇಕು. ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಅಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್. ಏನಾದರೂ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಅಟ್ ಆಲ್. ಅನಿಸು, ನಾನು ನೋವು ಅನಿಸಲೇಬೇಕು. ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಫೀಲ್ ದ ಪೇನ್. ದೆನ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳು, ನಾನು ಟಿಕೆಟ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಲೇಬೇಕು, I have to take a ticket. ಹಾಕು, ನಾನು ದೀಪ ಹಾಕಲೇಬೇಕು, I have to put on the light. ಇಡು, ನಾನು ಪೆಟ್ಟಿಗೆಯನ್ನು ಇಡಲೇಬೇಕು, ಪೆಟ್ಟಿಗೆಯನ್ನ ಇಡಲೇಬೇಕು, I have to keep the box. ಕಳಿಸು, ನಾನು ಪತ್ರ ಕಳಿಸಲೇಬೇಕು, I have to send a letter. ತರು, ನಾನು ಸಕ್ಕರೆ ತರಲೇಬೇಕು, I have to bring sugar. ಕೊಂಡುಕೊಳ್ಳು, ನಾನು ಮನೆ ಕೊಂಡುಕೊಳ್ಳಲೇಬೇಕು, I have to buy a house. ಮಲಗು, ನಾನು ಬೇಗನೆ ಮಲಗಲೇಬೇಕು, I have to sleep early. Now, there is one point that I want to mention about Anisu. There was one subscriber who brought up this issue about Anisu. Whether you want to say ನಾನು ನೋವು ಅನಿಸಲೇಬೇಕು or ನನಗೆ ನೋವು ಅನಿಸಲೇಬೇಕು, right? So both forms are correct. ನಾನು ನೋವು ಅನಿಸಲೇಬೇಕು is a personal form. ನನಗೆ ನೋವು ಅನಿಸಲೇಬೇಕು is a impersonal form. So a personal form, impersonal form, what is the difference is, when you say a sentence in personal form, you'll always use a tense in the end. Subject and the tense will match, right? So that is your personal form. Impersonal form will always be in a manner that the tense will always be in a neuter gender, and the subject will change to chaturthi vibhakti, fourth vibhakti. That's why nanage, right? So for example, anisu can be used in a different manner. So ee shirt nanage fit agutte anta ಫಿಟ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಈ ಶರ್ಟ್ ನನಗೆ ಫಿಟ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ನನಗೆ ಅನಿಸುತ್ತದೆ, ನನಗೆ ಅನಿಸುತ್ತದೆ, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಈ ಶರ್ಟು ನನಗೆ ಫಿಟ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ನನಗೆ ಅನಿಸುತ್ತದೆ. So this is impersonal form because you're saying this shirt will not fit me. I feel that I think that this shirt will not fit me. So ಈ ಶರ್ಟು ನನಗೆ ಫಿಟ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ನನಗೆ ಅನಿಸುತ್ತದೆ. Okay. Now the other way of saying is ಈ ಶರ್ಟು ನನಗೆ ಫಿಟ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅನಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಅನಿಸ್ತೀನಿ means I am thinking that this shirt will not fit me. Okay, so ಈ ಶರ್ಟ್ ನನಗೆ ಫಿಟ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಅನಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. So when you say ನಾನು ಅನಿಸ್ತೀನಿ, it is personal form because you're taking ನಾನು and you're matching the ನಾನು subject, which is first person singular, and therefore you're using ಅನಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. But when you say ನನಗೆ ಅನಿಸ್ತದೆ, ಅನಿಸು become ಅನಿಸುತ್ತದೆ, which is a neuter, third person neuter gender. ನನಗೆ, ನಾನು becomes ನನಗೆ, which is fourth vibhakti. This is called the impersonal form. Impersonal form is used when you're not comfortable with tenses, when you want to not go for the tense, then you can use because you are more stronger with vibhakti and not strong with tense, then you can use the impersonal form in certain verbs, not for all verbs. For example, certain irregular verbs, you may not know the tense, right? So but the neuter gender for the tense is always the same, so you will use a neuter gender and you will make the subject as fourth vibhakti. So that is the thing about aniso. So aniso can be used both in personal form and impersonal form. Okay, so that was the last slide. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.